you can do one Mumbai, you may lose Balochistan.
Interference in Pakistan's sovereignty is no anomaly. It is a pattern, deep, deliberate, and disturbingly consistent, and the fingerprints almost always trace back to one culprit: India, more specifically its covert intelligence wing, RAW. Let's rewind to 1971. The world saw it as a civil war, but history and India's own admissions reveal it was anything but internal. India's then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi greenlit a full-scale destabilization project. RAW flooded East Pakistan with weapons, training and funds. The Mukti Bahani wasn't a freedom movement, it was a proxy militia backed by Delhi. Fast forward to 2015. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi publicly bragged, "We actively supported the creation of Bangladesh."
जिन्होंने बांग्लादेश के स्वाभिमान के लिए, मुक्ति योद्धाओं के लिए लड़ाई लड़ी और उनके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला करके हिंदुस्तान की फौज ने अपना रक्त बहाया।
A confession not of diplomacy, but of direct military subversion. Even Zain-ul Abidin, once a proud Mukti Bahni commander, now carries a different truth. Regret, he confesses he fought against his own countrymen for a foreign agenda that seeks only to divide.
We are forced to go to war against a country, against the same brothers and same sisters of one country, which was named Pakistan, to training in a country which named is India, and the country now which wants to capture us again.
India's malicious agenda to fuel chaos in Pakistan was also brutally exposed when its intelligence agency RAW was found using MQM as a proxy to destabilize Karachi. This wasn't speculation, it came straight from the inside. Former MQM London leader Muhammad Anwar openly admitted in an interview that MQM was receiving direct funding from India. The party wasn't just politically active, it was knee-deep in orchestrating violence, targeted killings and widespread bloodshed in the streets of Karachi. A damning BBC report further revealed that between 2005 and 2015, India trained hundreds of MQM terrorists in sabotage and combat tactics.
1971, Bangladesh. 1920-25, Balochistan. Balochistan.
Balochistan.
That's what we want. Ye
Balochistan.
Mange more. Takte India.
Balochistan, at the heart of Pakistan's mineral wealth and geostrategic depth. For decades, India has eyed it not with curiosity, but with hostility.
पाकिस्तान का एक परमानेंट सोल्यूशन क्या है?
4 टुकड़ा बलूचिस्तान अलग कर दो।
In 2014, India's National Security Advisor Ajit Doval dropped the mask.
How do we tackle Pakistan? It can be anything. From the defensive mode to defensive offense, you can do one Mumbai, you may lose Balochistan. So if they have got a budget of 1,200 crores, we can match it with 1,800 crores. They are all on our side.
This was no warning. It was a policy doctrine, a declaration of a new Indian war strategy dubbed defensive offense, a doctrine where terror becomes state policy.
मैं अपने बीएलए के भाइयों को कह रहा हूं कि इससे बेहतरीन मौका तुम्हें नहीं मिलेगा। जो बलोच लिबरेशन आर्मी के मेरे भाई हैं, जो पश्तून मेरे फ्रीडम फाइटर्स हैं, जो बलोच फ्रीडम फाइटर्स हैं, ये आपके लिए गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी है। ठोको इनको पकड़ पकड़ के, और सिर्फ बलोचिस्तान में।
In a brazen act of terrorism orchestrated by India's proxy, the Balochistan Liberation Army, BLA, ambushed the Jaffa Express on March 11, 2025 in Balochistan's Bolan Pass. With over 440 passengers aboard, including civilians and military personnel, the train was derailed by a bomb blast. The terrorists seized the train, took hostages, and placed suicide bombers among them while communicating with foreign handlers via satellite phones. They brutally executed 26 and injured 50 before Pakistani forces launched Operation Green Bolan. In a swift and surgical response, snipers took out the bombers, troops cleared the train, rescued 354 hostages and eliminated 33 terrorists.
पाकिस्तानियों, ये जो ट्वीट है ना मेरा, इसको अपने माथे पे टैटू कर लेना कि जब सवेरे उठ के बाथरूम के शीशे में अपनी शक्ल देखो ना, तुम्हें ये पता होना चाहिए कि द रोड टू पीस इन बलूचिस्तान पासेस थ्रू कश्मीर। याद रखना, दिस ट्वीट विल हॉन्ट यू, और ये बार बार होगा, बार बार होगा, बार बार होगा।
And most recently, on May 21st, 2025, a devastating bombing targeted a school bus in Kuzdar, Balochistan, resulting in the tragic deaths of 8 students and injuring over 51 others, predominantly children. This heinous act underscores the persistent threat posed by the same Indian-backed separatist group, the Balochistan Liberation Army. The BLA, in particular, has been at the forefront of this insurgency, and evidence exposes this nexus between Indian intelligence agencies and BLA operatives. This was another attack on innocent Pakistani citizens, and particularly children in school uniforms, similar to 2014 attack on Army Public School Peshawar, when 132 children lost their lives to Indian-sponsored violence. On 25th April 2025, an Indian-sponsored terrorist was apprehended in Jhelum, followed by the largest fleet of Indian-backed terrorists attempting to infiltrate Pakistan on 25th to 26th April. 71 terrorists were eliminated. After the success of Operation Bunyan Marsus, India intensified its proxy warfare on the Western Front.
Indian subconventional operations in Balochistan. So I don't think there's a question of India engaging in subconventional operations. India should do more of this and less of what we just saw.
On 9th and 10th May, Indian-sponsored terrorists launched 33 coordinated attacks across Balochistan. The Pakistan Army swiftly responded, killing 5 and apprehending 22. Even in the year 2024, the same nexus targeted innocent civilians, which included coal miners, laborers, barbers, and passengers. These unprecedented, synchronized strikes exposed direct terrorist collaboration with India and RAW. In the meantime, Indian media was busy in glorifying Baloch terrorists.
BLA का दावा है पूरे बलूचिस्तान पर उनका कब्जा हो चुका है।
One notable instance is the case of Aslam Ilyas Achu, a BLA commander and mastermind behind the 2018 attack on the Chinese consulate in Karachi, received medical treatment at Max Hospital in New Delhi and was granted Afghani passport. Another BLA terrorist, Khalil Chairman, a facilitator of Jaffa Express hijacking, was also facilitated in India as well. In another instance, Commander-in-Chief of BLF Dr. Allah Nazar Baloch was also seen in a video requesting India to provide them with arms and ammunitions to further escalate similar terror attacks in Balochistan. Furthermore, confessions from surrendered terrorists like Sarfaraz Ahmed Bangalzai, the former commander of banned Baloch National Army BNA, and Najib Ullah, a former BRA commander, reveal that they were misled into believing they were fighting for Baloch rights, only to later realize they were pawns in a larger game orchestrated by foreign interests, notably India.
कौमियत और इस सरजमीन के लिए कोई जंग नहीं हो रही है। बलोचों का खून बलोचों के हाथों करवाया गया। तमाम साजिशों में खासकर इंडिया का हाथ है। इंडिया से पैसे लेकर वो यहाँ पर अपने ही बलोचों का खून बहा रहे हैं।
मेरा मुलाकात हमसाया मुल्क के इंटेलिजेंस वालों से हुआ। उन्होंने मेरी सरजनिश करके मुझसे कहा कि आपकी आज़ादी से हमें कोई सरोकार नहीं, हम आपको सपोर्ट करेंगे रियासत पाकिस्तान को गैर मुस्तकिम होने के लिए।
The involvement of Indian intelligence in fomenting unrest in Balochistan is further corroborated by the confession of Kulbhushan Yadhav. 2016, Balochistan. India's mask slips entirely with the arrest of Kulbhushan Yadhav, a senior RAW operative. Caught red-handed, funding, coordinating terror outfits and conducting espionage activities to destabilize Pakistan, particularly Balochistan and Karachi.
I'm Commander Kulbhushan Sudhir Jadhav. I'm a commissioned officer in the Indian Navy. My purpose of this time visit to Pakistan was to establish and meet the basic leadership of Baloch subnationals, the BLA or the BRA, to conduct meetings with Baloch insurgents and terrorists. The aims and the targets of RAW to conduct the various terrorist activities within Balochistan.
And what did India do? Deny it? No, they demanded his release, glorified him as a national hero. Former Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar echoed it. We have to use terrorists to neutralise terrorists. The message is clear. India has institutionalised terrorism as a foreign policy tool. The battlefield isn't just in Balochistan, it spans beyond into Afghanistan as well. Former US Defence Secretary Chuck Hagel pulled the curtain back. India has financed problems for Pakistan in Afghanistan.
India has, over the years, financed problems for Pakistan on that side of the border.
Afghanistan turned into a second front by RAW, Pakistan, surrounded by flames stoked by a so-called neighbor.
I am in touch with Baloch freedom fighters. कौन से सरदार का नंबर चाहिए मुझे बोलो, मैं दूंगा बलोचिस्तान में लोकेशन के साथ.
We are now taking it to a totally different level in this strategic discourse. We are raising Balochistan, we are raising POK, we are raising Gilgit Baltistan.
NDS और राज से मदद लेनी शुरू की तो मैंने उमर खालिद खुरासानी से कहा कि ये जो हम कर रहे हैं ये तो हम यानी कुफार की मदद कर रहे हैं.
India is using Taliban's network. What is India getting? And also, really, what's the Taliban getting? Because they don't give a damn about $10 million.
This is not an isolated operation. This is an ecosystem. Major Gaurav Arya boasts of direct contact with Baloch insurgents. Ram Madhav swears to escalate the Balochistan issue internationally. Ehsanullah Ehsan admits RAW funded and sheltered him. Sarah Adams confirms India paid $10 million through Afghan defense channels to orchestrate attacks against Kashmiris, Khalistanis and Pakistanis. RAW has gone global. Terror campaigns disguised as nationalism, payments masked as diplomacy, agents disguised as diplomats. And while India arms proxies, it also wages a psychological war. Fake NGOs, phantom news outlets, digital disinformation factories. EU Disinfolab exposed over 750 fake media outlets operated by India to discredit Pakistan on the global stage. These aren't mere conspiracy theories, they're confessions, evidence, records, and they all point in one direction: India's concerted efforts to destabilize Pakistan from within. From the Sharm el-Sheikh joint statement in 2009 acknowledging concerns over Balochistan to the dossiers submitted to the United Nations in 2015 and 2019 detailing India's subversive activities, the international community has been apprised of these developments. Whether it's through sponsoring terrorism, backing separatist groups, or launching smear campaigns on global platforms, India's objective is crystal clear: destabilize Pakistan. But what India underestimates is the spirit of the Pakistani nation.
बच्चों के ऊपर हमला करता है, बच्चों के ऊपर हमला ना करो, हम पे हमला करो, हम मुकाबला करेंगे.